The memories of that night at the carnival still haunt me, as fresh and vivid as the day it happened. It was a peculiar moonlit evening when I ventured into the land of laughter and delight, unaware of the sinister secrets concealed within the flickering lights and painted smiles. The carnival grounds seemed deserted as I strolled past the carousel, its ornate horses standing eerily still. A distant giggle echoed through the air, causing the hairs on my neck to stand on end. Ignoring the uneasy feeling, I continued on my journey, drawn by the enigmatic allure of the Ferris wheel towering above. As I ascended to the highest point, the world below appeared distorted, and a sense of unease began to settle in my stomach. The wheel halted abruptly, leaving me suspended in midair, swaying gently. Panic seized me as I looked around to see if anyone else shared my predicament, but the carriages were empty, and no attendants were in sight. I called out for help, but my voice seemed to dissolve into the eerie silence that enveloped the carnival. The sound of distant music grew louder, but there was a haunting quality to it, as if it were beckoning me into an unknown abyss. Desperation compelled me to leave the Ferris wheel behind and search for an escape. However, as I navigated through the labyrinth of tents and attractions, the carnival seemed to shift around me, morphing into a nightmarish maze of distorted mirrors and shadowy figures. Each corner I turned revealed a new phantasmagoria of horrors. Glimpses of contorted faces followed me, and the laughter that echoed through the air felt more like a taunt than a source of joy. The air grew colder, and the scent of decay invaded my senses. My heart pounded in my chest as I stumbled upon an old sideshow tent. A tattered sign proclaimed the Cabinet of Curiosities. Intrigued and frightened, I stepped inside, and the darkness swallowed me whole. Inside, peculiar oddities filled the dimly lit space: shrunken heads, grotesque statues, and unsettling taxidermy. The silence was oppressive, and I felt eyes watching me from every corner of the room. It was as if the objects themselves held malevolence, their haunted history seeping into my soul. Suddenly, the room erupted with unnatural sounds, a chorus of whispers, cries, and unidentifiable moans. I wanted to flee, to escape the carnival's clutches, but my feet seemed rooted to the floor. Fear held me in its grip, and the carnival reveled in my torment. Just as I thought I couldn't bear it any longer, the room fell silent, and an ethereal voice whispered my name. Paralyzed with terror, I turned to face the source of the voice, a ghostly figure draped in tattered circus garb. Its hollow eyes bore into mine, and a chilling grin spread across its pale face. I knew then that this carnival was no place for the living, and it hungered for souls to join its eternal haunting spectacle. With every ounce of strength left, I broke free from its trance and ran as fast as my trembling legs would carry me. I stumbled out of the carnival grounds, gasping for breath, but the horrors I had witnessed refused to leave me. The carnival had left its mark on my soul, a reminder that some places are not meant for mortal beings. To this day, I cannot forget the night I wandered into the carnival of nightmares, forever drawn to the chilling call of laughter that now echoes in the depths of my dreams. The distant lights of the carnival flickered like stars on a nightfall canvas as I approached with trepidation. The air was thick with anticipation, and a mixture of excitement and fear coursed through my veins. As a woman of reason and logic, I told myself that it was merely an amusement park, a place for laughter and fun. Yet, there was something unsettling about the atmosphere, as if an ancient force lurked behind the facade of joy. I tried to shake off the unease and decided to embrace the moment. Maybe it was just my overactive imagination playing tricks on me. The aroma of popcorn and cotton candy filled the air, drawing me further into the heart of the carnival. I was determined to enjoy the experience, to prove to myself that there was nothing to fear. The laughter of children and the hum of rides surrounded me, and for a moment my anxiety subsided. I tried my luck at some games, winning a stuffed animal as a trophy of my courage. It was fun, carefree even, but lurking in the back of my mind was the haunting sense that something wasn't quite right. As night descended, The carnival transformed into a kaleidoscope of colors and shadows. The flashing lights seemed to hypnotize, and a sense of being watched clung to me like a shroud. I wanted to leave, to escape the unsettling atmosphere, but an inexplicable force kept me rooted in place. I found myself drawn to a tent with an enigmatic sign. Fortunes revealed. Curiosity got the better of me, and I stepped inside. The dimly lit interior smelled of incense, and the fortune teller sat at a table adorned with arcane objects. Her eyes, dark and penetrating, met mine, and I felt a shiver down my spine. "You seek answers, my dear," she said in a voice that sent chills down my spine. "But be warned, some doors should remain closed." Despite my reservations, I nodded, my curiosity outweighing my better judgment. She drew out tarot cards, and with each turn her face grew graver. Her words were cryptic, hinting at hidden truths and a path I had yet to tread. As the reading concluded, she whispered, "Beware the illusions, for they will lead you astray." Leaving the fortune-teller's tent, I felt a sense of foreboding. I tried to dismiss it as mere showmanship, but as I wandered deeper into the carnival's heart, the mirthful facade began to unravel. Laughter turned to sinister giggles, and the twinkling lights became the glow of malevolent eyes. Lost amidst the chaos of the haunted attraction, I stumbled upon an old, abandoned carousel. Its once vibrant horses now appeared decrepit, their paint peeling and eyes void of life. The air grew colder, and the world around me seemed to distort. Then I saw her, a ghostly figure with a flowing dress that billowed in an ethereal breeze. Her eyes bore into mine, and I could feel her sadness, her longing for something lost. Her spectral hand reached out, and for an instant I felt an unspoken connection. But the moment passed, and she vanished into the shadows. Panic surged within me, and I ran towards the carnival's exit, desperate to escape its sinister grasp. As I burst through the gates, the carnival behind me dissolved into darkness, leaving me gasping for breath. To this day, I can't explain what happened that night. Was it a trick of the mind, or something more profound? All I know is that the carnival held secrets beyond imagination, and I had unwittingly stepped into a world where reality and illusion merged into something hauntingly beautiful and terrifying. As we approached the circus tent, my partner Alex and I felt an air of excitement tinged with nervous anticipation. Clowns were known for their laughter and whimsy, but they had always been a bit unsettling to us, an uncanny fusion of joy and eeriness. Still, we were determined to embrace the experience and make this date night memorable. Inside the tent, the atmosphere buzzed with the energy of children and adults alike. The ringmaster's voice boomed through the speakers, and the spotlight centered on the brightly colored circus ring. As the show began, acrobats and daredevil performers wowed the crowd, and we clapped with genuine enthusiasm. Then the clowns emerged from the shadows, their exaggerated smiles and oversized shoes drawing both chuckles and shivers from the audience. Alex leaned in close, whispering in my ear, "Remember, it's all in good fun." I nodded, trying to ease my unease, but the clowns seemed to move with an unnatural grace, their painted faces frozen in expressions that concealed something darker beneath. As they performed their slapstick routines, we laughed along, but I noticed their eyes, always watching, always knowing. During an intermission, we decided to explore the carnival grounds. The colorful lights and cheerful music contrasted with the growing sense of discomfort that clung to us. We passed by a group of clowns who playfully interacted with children, making balloon animals and performing tricks. The children giggled, their innocence unclouded by any apprehension. We tried to dismiss our unease and indulged in carnival treats, cotton candy, popcorn, and hot dogs. But as we ventured deeper into the maze of tents, the crowds thinned, and an eerie quiet settled around us. A distant laughter echoed, but it wasn't the joyful sound we had heard before. It was a haunting melody that sent shivers down my spine. Alex squeezed my hand reassuringly, but I could sense their unease too. Turning a corner, we encountered a secluded tent, separate from the main attractions. The sign read, The clown's den, behind the paint. Intrigued, we entered, and the dim interior revealed a gallery of old clown memorabilia and antique masks. The unsettling feeling intensified, and I noticed that some of the masks depicted clowns with sinister expressions, their eyes hollow and mouths twisted into malevolent grins. The air grew thick with an unexplainable heaviness, and I wanted to flee. As we made our way back to the car, I couldn't help but feel a lingering sense of unease. Clowns, with their enigmatic allure and hidden depths, would forever remain a paradox, an enigma that for one night had peeled back the layers of their painted facade, revealing a glimpse of something unsettling and unknown. And though the laughter of the circus rang in our ears, we knew that beneath the surface, the world of clowns held secrets that we might never fully comprehend.